Audio 2, Mark.
We're here today shooting a music video for Heather Evans. She's a singer-songwriter. She wrote a song called Sweet Princess that she's essentially giving to the community of organizations that fight human trafficking.
Ready? Clip 4, audio 8, Mark.
I've known Heather since she was 15 years old. She told me about the song, sent me a Facebook message and told me about the song. She sang it into her iPhone and sent it to me. I can't really tell you why, but I saw a video. When she sent me the song, I saw it. I just saw it. And you know, here we are today because of the generosity of several dozen people over several weeks. We're here making a video.
The song was always linked with human trafficking. A friend of mine, Nicole Brownlee, she was in Cambodia shooting a documentary about kids in brothels there. And seeing the pictures she was posting, it just grabbed my heart. And I've worked with organizations in the past to help victims of human trafficking, but her story in particular it angered me, number one, and it made me say, man, I have to stand up for these girls. I have to be a voice, you know, for these poor little girls, you know. They're just innocent and have no idea what's going on.
To make sure I could really say to Heather, yeah, we're going to be able to do this, I need to make sure we can do that at a very high level before I can say, yeah, we're going to do it. And so I reached out to Post House first. I'm not going to lie, I know how to play that game a little bit.
It really touched me because I have two children, I have two young daughters, so it was really, I felt like there was an emotional connection there that I wanted to make aware of people, because I could never imagine my kids going through the life that our character in this piece goes through.
I think that the project in general is awesome, and anytime I can do something with friends, with people that are good at what they do, and do something that's going to, what I feel, make a difference, I mean, how could you say no?
Cue the music.
From the concept, I had a couple of people in mind as I was writing up the concept for Heather. Elizabeth McPherson and I have talked about working together a bazillion times. I admire her work so much and I like her as a person. She's just a nice person. Ellie Metzold was my very first, she was hands down. I had a couple of second, third choices if she didn't want to do it, but she is a princess through and through.
I mean, there's no other way to describe her. She has a lot of energy, and she definitely has like a beam of light about her.
The irony of our bad guy, Chris, and I did think of him first. He was my first choice. The irony is he might be the nicest guy I have ever met in my life. And to cast him in a place where he's the evil. I mean, he's the hell, he's the nastiness in this piece.
As soon as the door shut and I knew he was on the other side and it's about to open, when we played it back, I saw moments where I jumped. That was genuine because I didn't know exactly when that door was going to open, and it was terrifying. I could feel myself shaking.
I think the most powerful moment for me was when Ellie first walked into the room with Elizabeth. I just had chills, and I had to walk away actually from the monitor for a second, and the song started playing, and I saw the vision, come to life, and it was really moving, and I knew something special was happening here.
We wanted to maintain a safe environment, but we needed a pretty, real, ratty, raw place to shoot, and it couldn't be more perfect. It's honestly like stepping into another world a little bit, stepping into what we've made into Liz's apartment. It's pretty creepy.
This place is really creepy. It's dirty. You cannot touch anything without getting black. It's gross. And if I had to live in this type of condition, I would probably go crazy. And so I definitely think it helped stay in character. There wasn't a lot of distraction other than the grunge of the room.
The mood with going handheld was really just to kind of keep you unsteady, keep you kind of guessing where we're going, and the performance piece being able to have some nice, wide, smooth, flowing motions. The floating camera, we're using a nice 12-foot jib on some track, so we're going to get some really nice wide coverage. You know, basically the approach with the Christmas lights is, you know, she's the bright spot of hope. She's the bright light. She's the kingdom, and what better way of representing that than with lots of lights. So the light and the performance piece, and the dark, dingy, dirty world that is this human trafficking.
As a creative director and a director on the project, I can't tell you how fortunate we are to have the people with the skill set and the gear that we have shooting Red Epic, very, very high end gear. So we've got amazing choices once we get to post-production.
You know, today we're shooting with the Red Epic, and you know, we're fortunate to have great technology. We're shooting with some super speeds. It's a dark, dingy place, so we wanted to have something that had a real fast glass. Basically, the camera shoots. We're shooting at 4K, so it's huge resolution, basically 4 times HD. It just allows us to do a lot. It shoots in the RAW. For people who aren't familiar with the camera, so when we do a final color grade, the colorist has unlimited potential to do what he wants with it. Plus, it allows us, as long as we don't screw up our focus and our exposure, we should be able to do a lot of stuff in post-production. And since we're handling the post-production and we know the workflow of the Red, we should be in pretty good shape.
The music video is beautiful, and what we're doing are the finishing touches on the color and the finish work. Primarily what that is helping to set the tone and the mood of the spot so that all of the scenes are beautifully colored to match the images that are so stunning. Ben Barnhart is our lead colorist here at D-Post. He works with the DaVinci Resolve system to do all of the final coloring. Primarily what that is like photo retouching, only you're doing it for the duration of an entire video. There's approximately 95 shots or scenes set up in the edited piece, so we have to take each one and frame by frame color to give the best results possible so that the dramatic impact is really felt, and hopefully it moves people to respond in a way that will be beneficial to help eliminate human trafficking.
Quite frankly, I hope people see it. I hope people are touched by the issue. I hope they're made aware that it's an issue that can't be ignored. So if people watch the video, they watch the documentary, and they get an understanding of how incredibly tragic the issue is, we've done our job.
I really hope that people don't just watch this video, that they're actually moved to do something and to share it. Share it with a family member, a friend, with everyone.